Okay, David, this is your bottle of wine booth. On the left is some video of me that I'm using to talk a little bit about the water reading that I'm doing. The red line is the trajectory I want my kayak to take, in particular thinking about trying to avoid my bow getting in too much of the current that's deflecting off to the right, indicated by the blue arrows. Also, if you look at the tiny little arrows pointing back upstream, trying to read where those are um, definitely flowing directly upstream and not part of a current that's dropping off to the right. And wherever they're flowing upstream, trying to punch through that into water that is neither flowing left or right. That's going to get my bow up as high as possible onto the rock. If you look at your trajectory, you get some good bow lift here. And I suspect that you're catching some of this current that is deflecting off to the right. If you watch my trajectory, I get my bow up higher onto the rock. You can even see there it crests, at least from this camera angle, higher than the dry part of the rock. So I think that's an initial position further left that's doing that for me. Another key concept besides momentum is the placement of the last stroke. You can just barely see here. My last stroke is placed on my right as my bow has broken through the pillow, that like slight white upstream current. So my bow is broken through the current that's slightly flowing where that blue arrow is in the far left of the screen. That's where my last stroke is. It's on my right side, or the water side, the side I'm launching off of to help drive me further up onto the rock. You do get a stroke in on that side, and it's arguably the same, almost the same position upstream, downstream, maybe like a foot further upstream. But it's a very quick stroke. You end up needing to take a left stroke to maintain momentum. And then a last piece to look at is just, I think some of how you're engaging your core in that stroke is through a hinging motion in your hips and back. So if we were to compare the angles of our upper body compared to our legs, I'm able to lift my boat more by bringing my knees towards my chin, and some of that is keeping my chin over my belt buckle more. So a little bit more of a twisting engagement of the core would be helpful with that.